Hi friends, welcome to Ashes DIY. Today we will design a necklace using Ggc'sTreasureBag, the Golden Harvest. You must have seen the unboxing by now. So I'm gonna use two strands, not two strands, couple of strands. This different kind of a bead. I really like this bead shape, and it's like a marbled effect to it, as you guys can see in this bead very clearly. I'm going to use the leaves, and maybe I will use this, or just put everything in this ziploc. I'm not going to use these or these for the time being, but I might use this bicones is what I was thinking. Only thing is I need to figure out whether my Chinese knotting card will go through or not. I also pulled out the sleeves, but I'm not so sure whether I'm going to use it or not. And as well as this this pendant that we received in the box as well. So I have here all of the items, and I pulled out some heavy gauge jump ring from my stash. Okay, so these are the items that I'm going to use. I cut myself 0.8 millimeter Chinese knot ring cord, about 105 inches to be exact. Okay, so I know it's like there is a math behind this, I guess. But the length of the necklace is not unsure right now, because I don't know how long I want the necklace to be, honestly speaking. So anyways, I will go ahead and since this bail is big enough, I'm just thinking maybe this bead will go through this bail. Not really. So okay, we need something at that point of time to add the, it won't go through on top of the bead. Maybe. So I'm just gonna melt the end of the Chinese knotting cord into a needle so that we can, kind of thread in the beads easily. Right? I'm gonna try if I can thread these bicones or not. It's gonna be difficult. It does go through. So that's that. I'm also going to snip this off. I'm going to just thread this thing in the middle. This has to come in the middle, no matter what. Actually, we will figure out the pendant part later, but I should not lose my train of thought of how I'm going to do this necklace. Right, first of all, I need a clasp of my choice. So I will take the toggle clasp that we received. Sorry, just bumped the camera really hard again too. It is that, just that. I feel it's good to have the lobster claw rather than the toggle clasp we received in the box, but you can always use the toggle clasp, but I feel this to be much more secure for me, so I'm going to use this. And also I'm going to take this both the ends and then go through the lobster claw. Okay. Bring it all the way to the end. You have a loop. Take the two ends that you went through and put through that loop. It's a larkset knot, right? So see this, and when you pull through, you will have this with your lobster claw clasp. That's what I want. So at this point, I'm just going to take some of these crystal beads as well for me. Take all of these beads on the side. So about the leaves, what I want to do here is take a jump ring, because the leaves has a loop which is parallel or flat towards its surface rather than perpendicular. So that's why I need jump rings to attach it to this project. So I'm going to take a jump ring. It's a heavy gauge jump ring, and I'm going to take this and then close it. This jump ring also came from Ggc'sTreasureBag a while back, so this is what I'm going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to prepare all the leaves like this for our project, but to get an idea, I'll show you guys what I'm up for it. I haven't designed a necklace like this, but I have designed a similar bracelet kind of a thing, which you must have already seen in my channel. I took my naughty do towel, and I'm going to add one of these elongated beads to my cord, one side of the cord, just like that. Okay, and then go ahead and tie an overhand knot. Or we are not going to knot this together, so we will start our macrame from the start. Okay. So now hold this lobster claw in one of the peg and attach this. Okay, so it's gonna be a larkset knot. Okay, we did a bracelet like this with another bead box. So go over, under, and pull through, and then go under this, over, and through that. Can you see the 6 shape form? So that's what I did. Okay, now what I will do is I will take this cord, and in between this you can either add a bicone or so anything you want you can add. So I'm just going to add this one, this 4mm bead. If this cord is melted really nicely thin and long, then it's very easy to string all the beads. So at this point I had my bead on my right strand. Now I'm going to have it on my left strand, and then take this out, secure my left strand in here, and then do the same. Okay, over, under, see the 6 that is formed, pull through, now under, over, and you will see the 6 form and pull through. See that the cord is on one side, right? So now again I'm going to add my bead on my right cord. So you alternate the beads on each cord. So that way you will have a uniform way of securing it. Now go over, under and pull through, under, over and pull through. So that's that. Just make sure this the way you tighten this up, it's not way too tight. Okay, just there. Okay, now again we are going to add a bead. This can be, a crystal or that 4mm brown bead. I'm just gonna see how it looks and then I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I really like it because it just brightens up our system. So again, secure the other one, go over, under and pull through, under, over and pull through. Okay, so now take this card and add your bead. So secure this one. So you need to constantly change that to actually do this. So I'm planning to add the leaf with a jump ring here to the knotting card. So that comes like this, right? At this point you can either add beads on the side or just leave this. It's totally up to you. You can add beads completely on this side or just one bead is also good enough. It's totally up to you. Let's try adding beads and see how it looks. So if you add a couple of beads and okay, the jump ring doesn't go over on top of that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is it's a trial and error basis and the design is totally up to you. I have given a bare bone here so that you can, this is the design that we can do, so you can change it up to your preference. Doesn't have to be what I'm saying, but sky's the limit. I am trying to use the beads that I got from the box because we have quite a lot. But if you want to use spacer beads, you can use spacer beads. If you want to use any seed beads like 6 seed beads or 8 seed beads even, you can use. That will look awesome as well. See that? So that kind of looks good, but it will weigh down the project, but I really like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and over, under and pull through. Okay, under, over and pull through. See that? That's how your necklace is gonna be. Okay, and then now what we are going to do is we are going to have our we can even have these right in between. That you can have this one, so that's a little bit bigger, but at this point let's see, we want to add this one right here, how it looks. It's way too many variables, I guess, so I will continue doing with them. So for the orange I have green leaves, or you can match it as well. So I can put green right now. then change the chord. That's important. Okay, and now see that, let's add our, I don't know what to call these beads. These beads are like a kind of drum that they use in India. Change the chord, and now with this chord I'm gonna take a brown. I'm using all 3 beads, but you can use just one, that's fine. So before that I need to prepare the jump ring and our leaf thing. So 1 bead, take my jump ring, add my leaf to it. I'm using my tweezer nose pliers and bent nose pliers to do this. Go back and forth and make sure the jump rings are completely closed. And then, so the direction is also important here. I have done in this direction. So you either go across or the same way. So I'm gonna go through the same way. So then add 1 more bead. Look at that. Go over, under, and pull through, making sure all the beads sit perfectly. Then under, over, and pull through. When you do this, just make sure that the first thing is tightened. Chinese knotting cord is very, very forgiving. So you're gonna do this the entire, how much ever length you have. You can make this long or short because we still have our lobster class closure, or you can have a toggle clasp here as well. You can do the same lockside knot with the toggle clasp and do this. So you have that closure. You can actually do how long you want. It's totally up to you depending upon how much card you have taken. I will make some of the units more than what it is, to give you guys even a better idea. And I'll come back show you how it looks. So friends, I finished stringing. Actually, let me see, from 14, like 12 in, like almost 12 inches of this chain I finished, and now I wanted to add this pendant. The thing is, I need to add the pendant on top of these 2 cords. That's the thing. And I need a bead. I mean, we can actually add 2 beads in both strands, and then call it a day. So that will be easier. So I will add like couple of beads, the orange, the brown one, because I don't want to take, because the orange and the green is a little bit stronger in our pattern. So if I add a stronger color bead, that will take the attraction from the pendant. The pendant is a champagne color. It's a lighter version. So I'm adding 3 beads in one strand and 3 beads in the other, the brown color one. But you can always add seed beads, or anything that you have in your stash. You can add those. So 3 of those. I mean, I'm still struggling with my iritis, so it's hard for me to see the light, and I keep my windows pretty much closed all day long inside the house, so that's easy on my eyes. And it is also difficult to actually see the minute details. and so that's why I'm taking a little bit long. So just add this inside on top of both the cords. See, this one is going somewhere else. It's a filigree pendant too. It is beautiful, so it needs to be highlighted. There we go. So if you just keep this on top of this, even if it goes here and there, it looks kind of beautiful, right? So then from here what I do is then I will have to come back and do another lockside knot. So I'm just checking which one I will do it with. So thing is, what I did before is what I wanted to do. So hold it there. So in this single bicone, the orange bicone, I did knot with the right hand cord. So I'm going to do the same. Secured my left hand cord and doing knots with the right hand cord. Okay, so this is what it is, but the looks of it, if I'm doing it with the right hand cord, this is how it looks. But I want it to be, yeah, yes, there is a thing that I want to do. So I want to do it with the right hand cord, just because of the fact that, see this, how this one is sitting at an angle, a U angle, and this one is straight. So I want the one that is inside to be straight. So no matter what you have on the other side, please do it with your left hand cord. That will make sense. So let me secure the right cord, take my left hand cord, push everything here, and do my lockside knot over and under. Okay, and then if it comes on top, that's perfect. So by the looks of it, I need to add one more bead, which is going to be the green, but I would start from the orange, because as you guys can see, the green starts only from there. It's totally up to you. You want to mirror it, or you want to follow the pattern. It's totally up to you. So I'm just going to add again a bead, and then secure that. Now I'm doing it with the right, so that's proportionate. You can do a completely asymmetrical necklace of having dangles on one side and not any dangles but just knots on the other side. That will look pretty too, but since I have all the jump rings and the leaves prepared, I'm just going to do the regular, not the asymmetrical version. So see, there is a little bit of gap in that. Okay, now I'm ready to add the cylinder shaped beads, or what you want to call. Now this one goes in here, and I'm gonna knot with this. So this is how it looks, the center. I hope you guys got it. So I'll continue doing this, and then I'll show you guys more when I'm done. Hi friends, welcome back. As you guys can see, I finished our necklace, and this is how it looks like. As you guys can see, it is perfectly, the leaves are falling in one direction. I wanted this in this direction, this in this direction, and this pendant is perfectly set on top of the one section of 4mm beads that we did, and it is beautiful. I really like the way this turned out to be. I finally ended with we started with a lobster clasp, and I finally ended with these two things without the tangles, right? So I believe this is what it is. So this is how I finished it off. And then I didn't do the end part yet. I wanted to show you guys how I want to end. So this necklace, let me measure this for you guys, how long it is, right? So this one measures, about say 18 inches, right? I wanted a little bit longer. I didn't realize that at that point of time, but I started with our lobster claw clasp here, so I will not be able to extend the necklace because it's not an adjustable necklace. But I have an idea. Let me tell you guys, I made this bracelet with some beads and some knots, and then I did macrame this part. So half is macrame like this, and half is with a bead and knots. And then I did add adjustable sliding clasp for that half is knots. Sorry if I'm not inside the camera. Half is beaded with knots, and then there is a sliding knot here, plus these are snake knots, right? So I have this bracelet. I really like the way this turned out to be. So I thought, why not? I have cord left, that too a lot of cord. Okay, how much cord I have left, because I didn't design this pattern initially. I just looked at it, and when I was designing it right here filming the video, I came across that. So approximately I have 3 feet cord left. So which is what to say, 3 feet. Okay, 3 feet cord left. So totally, I just don't want to do the calculation on top of my head. So what I'm trying to say to you was, if I want to extend a little bit, just say a couple of inches, so I can fold over these two cords and use this as a base cord and just do, square knots. So you can do that, or you can do snake knot, whichever knot you want you can do. I just wanted to do it simple because it took a long time to actually do this, even though the knots are less. But stringing the beads then and there for every single unit takes time. So I thought, why not I just do this, that way I'm using my small knotty do it all, and then just do this part. Okay, let me tell, this is a new thing also I am doing, and I haven't done this before, but I just got an idea, so I thought, why not execute it, right? So that will give me, the back part of the necklace will have that knots, and it feels soft around my neck, even whomever I'm gifting. So the end of this bracelet, wherein we have the loop, you just secure that. Let me just move a little bit. Secure that knot right here, okay, and then hold, just extend this way, and so this is about 1 2 2 3 4 inches. So 4 inches is the one I wanted to do it. I hope this knotting cord is enough. Maybe I should do 3 inches. Yeah, I guess I should do 3 inches. So I did 3 inches, and then I take these 2 cords, okay, and then maybe knot it here. That's a good idea, right? So I have a knot, or what can I do? So I need something. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I need to add the clasp. So I completely forgot about that. We need a jump ring, a closed or open jump ring would do. But I'm going to use a closed jump ring just to be on the safer side. I'm always paranoid about this open jump ring, whether my jump ring will open or not. It's always, it annoys me. So I just, I did once upon a time. I mean, not once upon a time, like a year or so back. Year and a half back maybe. So I did this necklace thinking that, oh, my jump rings are perfect. I just need to not be paranoid and just use a jump ring, open jump ring. And I'm sure that I did close it pretty well. And then I gifted that necklace to my younger daughter's teacher. And 2 months down the line, I get a call from her. I get a message from her saying that, can you please fix this for me? So I did the jump ring, and I clamped the jump ring here. Now I have this part. So now I can do the macrame. So considering this to be the base cord and this to be a knotting cord, I'm just doing the regular square knot, but not the spiral square knot. That means the regular square knot consists of the piece and the cues, but I'm just going to do only the piece. Okay, so that will create a spiral effect, which I will show you guys. If you're not aware of the basic square knots, please do watch my tutorial on my channel about basic macrame knots. I'll leave down the description box below the link for you guys. So coming back to the story. So and then I received the necklace from the teacher saying that just slightly broke. Can you fix it? Okay, so you just shift it this way and continue doing it once it spirals. Okay, and then again I had to fix it and give it, but I just felt insecure again. My insecurity started again, and I really don't like to use jump rings that much. Closed jump rings are my favorite to use. I don't really like open jump rings. And then especially when you're gifting or selling the stuff, I feel that it's a little bit tricky. Let me know if you guys feel the same as well. But the thicker jump rings that I have used, I have much more, I feel much more comfortable using these thicker jump rings, which is open. Obviously, it has to be open to add it here. So we need open jump rings. I'm not saying it's not needed, but all I'm saying is it's difficult sometimes, especially people who wear jewelry without normally they buy jewelry who they don't, like, we wear our jewelry, we wear it careful, right? We make it and we can fix it, we can tweak it if it is not comfortable for us, or if something breaks, we try to fix it. But people who don't know how to fix it and we are selling it to them, it's very difficult. Even just a jump ring, if it opens up, it's very difficult for them. They think it's broke. So I just kind of feel very paranoid about that. So see that spiral effect forming? I really like it. So I know this necklace, this lobster claw clasp will come to the side. I'm okay with it because just a different design, right? So, but if you want to start this way, you can do a couple of macrame knots, and then start doing that as well. That's also perfectly fine. In that case, you have to cut the 2 cords, start with 2 cords from the start, and then do this work. Okay, so this is just for decoration purposes. Hopefully I have enough cord to finish my spiral knots. So if you guys buy jump ring from some place which you trust, and this big jump ring, I got it from Ggc'sTreasureBag as well. One of the bags had it, because it's designed by Gina. She's a very, 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 very excellent designer, and then she knows the difficulty as a designer, so she kinds of puts stuff in the box or the bag, wherein it is useful for us. It's like, oh my god, somebody thought about it, right? It's not like, I mean, I don't blame other jewelry monthly subscription or so, but the thing is, because Gina makes jewelry tutorials and stuff, she kinds of nails it. Sometimes it's really, really amazing to see how she has thought about it, and she included it in the bag. And I have been saving that for quite a while, and I thought this project is worth to use the jump rings. But I would love to see findings like that. It is really helpful. So certain things is hard to get. I mean, it's not about hard to get. Sometimes it might be really expensive. Sometimes it is such that you will see the 6mm jump ring normally for a 20 mm thickness wire. It will be like 3 or 4 times cheaper than the 18 gauge wire jump rings. And if you make some jump rings at home, that's well and good. I really like to make my own jump rings, but sometimes it's time consuming, and I use a lot of jump rings in my projects. So it's like, okay, I have this ready-made jump ring, so I'm gonna use it, kind of, right? And sometimes I tend to use 2 jump rings instead of 1 for extra security if it is a thinner gauge wire. So those things, I mean, is it just me or everybody feels that? I would like to know. So take the peg and put it here. So kind of have it there, because we still have a little bit left. I made it exactly to the T. I'm glad that I didn't have 4 inches, otherwise I will have to add cord. It's not that difficult to add cord here, but still there will be a little bit of I mean, we have to include this cord as well, or if you discontinue this cord and start the next one, then there will be just a little bit of gap. So this is perfect, actually. Yeah, I'm done. So okay, so now see this is what I have. Take my scissors. I like this swirly thing always. It just creates a really nice effect. Snip this off, and then I would like to melt this. You can also glue it, by the way, but melting is much more easier. So here is our necklace. Okay, so this is how it looks. Let me just, maybe I twisted the necklace somehow. Yep, I did that. Okay, I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. And then I'll just explain this finished product a bit. So we started with the lobster claw, then we added this bead, then did a lockside knot. We have no beads on the side. Then we did 2 units of that, and then we started adding the bicones and the jump rings with the leaves after that. So green, orange, brown, I just alternated it, and I came back here. I added the 4mm beads on both the strands and did one more lockside knot, and then continued this pattern again. By the end, I added, in order to give some length, I added some macrame. What I did was, there was a long thread after this, so I just went back into the jump ring, came back again, considered the base part from here to here as a base part, and the thread out of this as to be the knotting part, and I finished doing the spiral square knot, and then this is what we have so far. Thank you. Bye bye.